This, guys, is the Zempire Atom lightweight hiking tent, a dual skin single pole tent with a bit of headspace for lightweight adventures. I'm going to show you how to set it up and pack it away.
Hit it.
Ben from Snowy's here, folks, down here in Adelaide's leafy eastern suburbs at the Brown Hill Creek Terrace Park. It's only 20 minutes to the city, 20 minutes to the beach and the Adelaide Hills, just over my right shoulder here. I've got some space down here in the caravan park today to show you some of our products. This is the Zempire Atom one-person tent. It's a single pole tent with an extra brow pole to give you some headspace. I packed up like this. They measure about 45 centimeters long and about 15 centimeters in diameter, and weight is about 1.74 kilos in total. If you strip out the bits you don't need, the packaging, you'll get it down to about 1.54 kilos. I'm going to show you how to set it up and pack it away today. I'll start with what comes in the bag. So inside the bag for your Atom tent here, you get your fly sheet, your inner tent, get your poles. There's a short pole and a long pole, the main pole in here. This is your bag of pegs, and there's also another strap in here. Now, it doesn't actually have any instructions on what this is for. I've got a feeling it's to use for the fly only setup, but we'll check that out later. You get a couple of straps to secure it all together, and one other thing I'll mention is that you can actually get an optional footprint for your Atom tent. Now this allows you to set it up as a fly only setup with a ground sheet. It also adds extra protection to the inner floor of your tent. Now the first thing I need to do to set it up is put all this stuff aside, spread the inner out and put the poles in place. And just a little bit on the pole structure for the Atom tent. First, it does come with a pole repair sleeve should you happen to damage any poles or be caught out in bad weather. Now there's not actually two poles, there's actually an all-in-one pole section. So you've got the long pole here and the little brow pole is actually attached with a hub here. Now there is a red section to the pole that lines up with a red tab on the tent here. So the first thing we need to do is put the pole ends in the eyelets at the end of the tents, and the same with the brow pole, which goes across the top here, and there's some little tabs which these brow poles also fit into. So I've got the poles in place. The next thing I need to do is clip the inner to the poles with these C-clips that run right around the long length of the pole here and one at the top. And then I grab the pegs, 4 in total, and put them on all the corners. On these pegs, they are made to be lightweight, so they don't take up much weight in your pack, but they're not super durable. I'm lucky enough to have soft ground here today, and I can push them in by my hand or with my foot, but you wouldn't want to be belting these with a really heavy mallet. If you do need to use it on hard ground, you might be best upgrading them. Now, I put 4 pegs in the tent on each corner. I haven't put them in the ends. There's probably not enough pegs to go in the ends as well. Not really required because all the other pegs hold it in place. Next step now is to throw the fly over the top. So we've got the fly sheet on and oriented so my door is on the same side as the inner door. There's only one door in this tent. We've got Velcro tabs under here that need to go around the alloy frame here, and the orientation of the fly is also color coded. So the red strap on the end here goes to the same end as the red pole and clips in at the base. So that's the fly sheet on and all pegged out. I've got 2 pegs left over. I'm going to use the same pegs as the inner for the 4 corner points. 1 extra peg on the end of the vestibule here and 1 for each gyrope, so there's a gyrope on each side. One thing I'll also recommend you do when you set up is the brow pole that runs across the top of the tent here. There is fabric that can run over the end of the pole. Just make sure that that's running over the pole so it's not sticking into your fly sheet. There could be a wear spot. That's the Zempire Atom tent all set up. Pretty easy by myself. Pack up's pretty easy too. So the first thing we do to pack it up is obviously take the fly off. I've got to pull all the pegs out. Now pulling the pegs out is made easy because Zempire have actually put little rope loops on each peg. So all you got to do is get your finger in there and yank them out. Undo the clip at each end and remove the Velcro tabs from the frame. So the next step is to take the 4 pegs out of the inner tent, and then I can remove the frame, undoing these clips and removing the ends of the poles from the eyelets. So now I can just fold the inner up, put the fly on top, pull all the pegs and everything in together, roll it up, back in the bag, and we're done. That is how you set up and pack away the Zempire Atom one-person tent. Now these are a really affordable single-person adventure tent. There's a slight variation on your normal single pole tent, offering a little bit of extra headspace for only marginally more weight. You can grab these online at snowys.com.au at our lowest prices every day. I hope you found that useful. We'll see you next time. If you found that video useful, subscribe to our channel and you'll get all of our latest and greatest information. Or if you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. If not, just give us a like or check out our other videos like this one down here.